The 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by the legends Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And the pregame warm-ups wrapping up out there in Cleveland, where it'll be the Cavaliers against the Los Angeles Lakers. And for Los Angeles, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. And Kobe Bryant, now in the twilight of his career, very few have had his fuel and his drive. Shaq, you played with him. Give me your thoughts on Kobe.
Yes, he has 5 championships. Yes, he's passed up Michael Jordan in scoring, but he wants to win more than anyone else in the league. He still obsesses over it. He's the biggest critic, and it drives his game. We don't know if this is going to be his last year. He said he doesn't know, but this guy wants to be the best ever.
But you have to admire how he's adapted his game year by year by year, and by the body that he has to do it with. When he was younger, jumping out the gym. Then all of a sudden, as he's getting older, he's posts up more, went down and worked with Akeem Olajuwon. This guy is a true professional.
With the game just about ready to tip, we send you to Kevin Harlan for the call.
We've got basketball action at Quicken Loans Arena in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. The home of the Cavaliers, live on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. We're happy to have you with us for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony.
All right, ready to go? Ready to go?
So Cleveland will get the first possession. And now the Lakers starting group. Kobe and Randall, the forward duo. Russell is out there with Clarkson. And it's Hibbert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's LeBron. The screen from Thompson. He took good advantage of that screen. Irving's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And for LeBron James, a remarkable step. Greg, he had increased his field goal percentage for 7 consecutive seasons going into 2014.
Yeah, a steep decline last season, though, back below 50%. Was it just the challenge of new teammates and a new system, or the mileage he's accumulated? This season may start to answer that question.
Now, here's Thompson. Hibbert pulls it in. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Russell against Thompson. Outside Russell. 5 to shoot. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And you know, with LeBron, he's played over 40,000 career minutes. He's played more than Larry Bird did his entire career. More than NBA Iron Man Andre Miller as well. And those miles take their toll.
Here's Irving after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. Left side, Irving. Good. Irving's got 5 now.
And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move. And for LeBron, last season, the longest injury absence of his career. I think he's smart to protect his body, though. If he can keep healthy, he can play for a long time at a very high level. In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
The screen from Thompson. Love outside. Nobody near Irving. That's in there. Love with the assist. That's now 8 points for Kyrie Irving. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with Byron Scott. He said that the key to the game will be how well they defend Kyrie Irving, adding he's shown himself to be one of the premier point guards in the game already. Whether it's passing, shooting, or penetrating, we need our guys in the backcourt to really get up into him, and our bigs need to be ready to bring help. Guys, you can bet that Irving will be their focus defensively.
Thanks a lot, Doris. Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of this game.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
And Kobe drops them both.
Kobe Bryant is such a great all-around player. I mean, if there's one thing people don't talk about, it's his passing. He's 4th overall in assists amongst active players.
Now here's LeBron. Launches it. Love, no luck. Hit his leg. And the ref saying he kicked it. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. The drive by Russell. And Hibbert the bucket on the assist by Russell. Hibbert's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Irving with the ball. He's got 8. It's a pick by Love. Smith dishes to Love. 5 on the clock. Love with another miss.
And as far as jump shots go, that's what you have to continue to try and get.
I don't know how that one stayed out.
Smith against Russell. To the paint. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And who has been a greater enigma than Roy Hibbert, a guy who can look like an all-star Clark one game and an undrafted free agent the next?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing the kind of swings Roy has had. He's been really good at times. Sometimes he gets in his own way with overthinking things, but I think he's got everything he needs to be an upper-tier center, upper echelon center. Just has lacked consistency the last year or two.
A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Shumpert is checked in for Smith, and it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. He makes 1 of 2 that time.
And on the topic of Hibbert, he was an enigma in college, had a very encouraging junior season, looked like a future lottery pick, and then that uninspiring senior season, which kind of dropped his draft stock considerably.
Lakers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Williams against LeBron, and stolen by LeBron.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. Now here's Williams. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
And the Lakers making a change here. Pass is checked in. The Cavaliers have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Picked by Mozgov. Dellavedova, the pass to LeBron. To the inside. Fry. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Lakers trail by 3. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Huertas passes to Williams. Bass, a screen on Shumpert. Williams from outside. The Cavaliers pull it in.
Good little 2-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Outside Bryant. 13 feet away. No good trying to beat the buzzer. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Cavaliers ahead, up by 5. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And speaking with Roy Hibbert before the game, he helped illuminate their defensive philosophy.
You want to guard the paint, and some of that has to do with myself being able to patrol the paint as much as possible. We want long contested twos. They guard the three-point line, bring them to me. I'll either hit him with a straight-up, block the shot, or alter the shot. So contested twos are the worst shots in the NBA.
When you have that sort of focus like Hibbert, that kind of confidence on display on a nightly basis, Greg, you are a game changer, and he does change games every night.
You know, and we saw his skill set and execution develop very rapidly over the course of just a couple years. He worked extremely hard to become the force he is on the interior in this game.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. What stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
It's been about the pace. You can see they're going to try to keep this game in the open floor.
Yeah, and, you know, it's been a tempo that they like, and they're getting some easy buckets in transition here.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the court for Cleveland, we got J.R. Smith, Channing Frye out there with Kevin Love. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Dellavedova in at the 2 spot.
You know, Channing Frye signed a 4-year, $32 million contract in 2014. And in the very first leg of that contract, promptly had his worst season in 5 years. In fact, he even lost his starting job along the way.
Here's Dellavedova after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Here's Love. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Roy Hibbert's checked in for the Lakers. Julius Randle comes in for Nance. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnover.
Now here's Williams, looking for his first basket still in this one. Just 5 to shoot. They get it back, and Randle throws it down.
He is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the rim.
Irving kicks to Dellavedova. It's a pick by Love. Dellavedova dishes to Irving. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Randle with the ball, guarded now by Kevin Love. Randle, the rebound by Kevin Love. Cleveland leading by 7.
And guys, the Lakers last season were just a completely different team after Kobe's injury. Not so much in results, but just in how they played on the floor. They actually fared better without Kobe than most thought they would.
Here's Randle, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Russell kicks to Randle. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And that one good from Clarkson. Clarkson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Cleveland's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. And for the Lakers, without Kobe last season, it was really a stark difference in styles of play and quality. No single person, Clark, stepped in to carry their offense. It took a group effort.
Well, you know, it was almost April, Kevin, before somebody surpassed Kobe in field goal attempts on the team. It'll be interesting to see how they build the offense this year.
And now one spot the Cavs did struggle with last year was help off the bench. They were last in the league in bench scoring.
Cleveland making a change here. James is checked in, and the Lakers also making a change. Bryant's checked in. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Cavs not scoring with a lot of their bench. A big part of that is they just didn't go to their bench very often.
Well, you talk about the Cavs and the bench near the bottom in total bench minutes played. The bench didn't have a lot of firepower, didn't shoot the ball well, and considering they got limited minutes, oftentimes struggled to find any kind of rhythm out there.
Now, here is Irving. After D'Angelo Russell's miss, and Hibbert with the block. Now the Lakers on the break. Here's Clarkson. Good work defensively by Smith. The Cavaliers leading by 6. And James with the basket on the assist by Smith. 6 points for LeBron.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
Feeds to Bryant. Picked by Randall. To the middle. Up off the screen. And he gets it to go. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Irving with it. He's picked up by Russell. Irving kicks to Thompson. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Julius Randle picks one up.
And one thing about Tristan Thompson, he is an absolute terror on the offensive glass. Was top 5 in that category last year, despite playing less than 27 minutes a game. Does a terrific job with anticipation of the carom and uses his gigantic wingspan to just go up and reel it in. Terrific motor and nose for the glass.
And he makes the first. Greg, you were talking about Tristan Thompson. LeBron came out and said he's one of the best pick-and-roll defenders in the NBA. And Clark, that's high praise from the King.
No doubt. I mean, Thompson is an emerging force. If he could just develop his shooting stroke a little more, then you're talking about a very, very valuable play.
Good point. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Randall kicks to Kobe. Picked by Randall. And Kobe, here we go. Off the screen. Shot is good, and the Cavaliers lead cut down now to just 6 in the basket from Randall.
I really like the fact that he's getting the touches he needs here after not scoring a single point in that first quarter.
Left side, Shumpert. It's stolen by Nance. And here's the fast break. Bryant leading the way. Here's Randall. Mozgov with the block. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. Channing Frye's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Brandon Bass is checked in for the Lakers. There's the screen to the middle, off the pick, and he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time, and he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one, that's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now, here's Clarkson. Bryant has the open look, and he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
The drive by James, and here's Fry for 3. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got his 4th assist in this one. Here's Bryant. Again, the Lakers. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Cavaliers lead by 5. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, thank you. Roy, I know you have just a couple seconds, but in a nutshell, what's going to be your approach going into the second half?
Well, we're just going to make sure we keep them off the board and keep them out of transition.
Thank you, Roy. Kevin, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of the second half in the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We welcome you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. The first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. Their biggest lead during the opening period was 5. The second quarter was dead even in terms of their scoring output from both teams, and they still find themselves in a good position at the half. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
Well, they're playing some unselfish basketball here tonight, Ernie. Guys aren't trying to take the defense 1-on-5. They're moving the basketball and finding the open man. And then, of course, the open man is finishing, so no problem here tonight.
Shaq, your take on the Lakers.
Their defense is getting flat out embarrassed. Embarrassed, however you say it, Ernie. I realize they had to deal with a team who was red hot most of the first half, but that's an excuse. You know what? They got to be aggressive. They got to step up on that D. They got to prevent that. They need more effort, Ernie.
And that'll do it for now as we send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. I mean, he can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
And one problem with the Cavs last season was they put immediate pressure on themselves. A part of that was the trade for Kevin Love.
And on the floor for Byron Scott as we get into the second half. Kobe and Randall, the forward duo. Clarkson is out there with Russell. And it's Hibbert in at the 5 down low. And here is James after D'Angelo Russell hitting the 3. On the wing, Irving. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. As you said, the Cavs put a lot of pressure on themselves because of the trade. You could see it affect the way they came out of the gate, Clark.
And, you know, it was just night and day, Kevin, when the Cavs began to relax and click. I mean, a total transformation and turnaround. They would go 19-20 in the first 39 games, and then 34-9 over the rest of the season once those guys gelled and got locked in.
Russell, sweet little floater. Russell's got 9 points.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
Cavaliers leading. Go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. He told Kyrie Irving that he wants their offense to run through him. Coach stressed the importance of getting the ball in his hands as soon as possible at the start of their possessions. No question he's going to be the key guy for them offensively. Those could prove to be crucial changes to their strategy with this game getting ready to enter the stretch drive, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
And it's not often that one of your enforcers is also one of your best three-point shooters, but such is the case with J.R. Smith. Everywhere he's gone, he's played both roles, sometimes to the team's benefit, but others to its detriment.
Now, here is Russell after LeBron James's miss. Russell kicks to Randall. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 3 assists in the game. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Russell against Irving. It's a pick by Love. Irving kicks to Love. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Well, clearly the Lakers were not a great team. I mean, they did have one of their better bench units last season. They led the league in points off the bench, but that was more an indictment of the quality of the starters than the firepower of the bench.
Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Cleveland. Lakers trail by 4. Last year, the Lakers did have some firepower off the bench. A lot of players would see their roles shift during the year, as you might expect for a team trying to find the right combination.
Yeah, they were also near the top in the league in bench minutes played. So whether you start or come off the bench last year in L.A., you'll see plenty of action.
That one goes. Count. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Now, here is Russell. Not a lot of room. Pass to Williams for the 3. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Williams has got himself on the board with 3 there.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
It's a pick by Love. Smith against Williams. Baseline J on the way. Smith, no luck. Lakers trail by 3. Outside, Kobe. Inside. Hibbert, the pass to Randall. Misses off the left iron.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
The drive by Smith. Kicks to Love. High post shot, and he knocks down the jumper. Love's got 7 points in the game.
Just couldn't get a hand in the face on that one.
That's using what you got. He's got a height advantage, put it to good use there, and got himself a clean look.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Hey guys, looking at Roy Hibbert, just a mountain of a man, listed these days at about 7'2", 290 pounds, with the wingspan of a pterodactyl. I mean, a true game changer inside when he's motivated and on his game.
2 shots.
That's good from Hibbert. Well, talking about Roy Hibbert, he doesn't just have size. He has a strong lower body, too. Very hard. And you know this, Clark. You worked for the organization. You saw it firsthand. Very hard to back that guy down in the post.
Yeah, and for years he's worked on ways to complement that size with improved training and footwork, even indulging in MMA one off season. I tell you what, he'd be one scary super heavyweight if he went the full distance in MMA.
Agreed. Cavs were one of the top teams in the East last year, and it was in large part to how strong they were at home.
Boy, did they shoot it well from beyond the arc at home, Kevin. I mean, top 3 in the league in terms of three-point shooting. It does help to have LeBron, doesn't it?
It does. That is effective.
Not sure if they're aware of the 2-for-1 opportunity.
Well, they ought to be. I mean, that's basic basketball time management. You've got to be aware of your clock and your situation.
Now here's Shumpert. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Fry, good.
You know, what an advantage he brings to this offense, guys. I mean, being able to drain the 3-ball, that really can spread a defense and extend the defense as well.
Here's Wirtz. Poked away. Dash with the screen. 6 on the shot clock to the inside. Mozgov with the block. And here we go. Shumpert heading to the hoop. Good on the shot. And now it's an 8-point Cavalier lead.
And they've looked terrific in transition today. That's had a lot to do with their success.
Well, it certainly has. I mean, they've done a really good job recognizing anytime they've had the numbers advantage, and then they've taken advantage. We've seen it time and time again here.
Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. The Cavaliers leading by 8. Filling out the wings, it's Shumpert and Lebron. Channing Frye out there with Mozgov. And it's Irving in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
And they can up the ante a little bit there after that basket.
Yeah, you know, their lead's increasing, and they've got to be feeling better and better about the way this game is starting to play out now. So we'll see if they can close it out.
For the Cavaliers, Kevin Love's checked in for Frye. And J.R. Smith's subbed in for James. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
Well, it's been a super performance from beyond the arc, too. I mean, they've been raining in those threes.
Nance dishes to Clarkson. Clock at 6. Got it. Good job in the low post. Here's Shumpert. Smith outside. They set the screen. And on the way from Irving for 3. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got 3 assists in the game. Lakers trail by 12. Right side, Russell. He kicks to Nance. Now, here's Clarkson, covered by Smith. Pass to Randall. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Clarkson. And it's off from 3-point range.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Irving kicks to Mozgov. It's stolen by Nance. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. It's tipped. Mozgov with the steal. Right side, Shumpert. He feeds it to Mozgov. And it's Smith penetrating. Pass to Love. And there's another one for the Cavaliers.
That one was solid. There's a big difference in the field goal percentages between these two teams here in the second half.
And, Greg, that difference has come about because we've got one team moving crisply, getting good shots, and the other is just kind of stagnant.
And for Kevin Love, such a big part of that Minnesota Timberwolves franchise. I mean, they drafted him 5th overall back in 08, and really he had been their catalyst his entire career. Even last year when he decided he finally wanted out, he helped the Wolves land Andrew Wiggins in the trade that shook the league.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Byron Scott coaching his team during the break. He is not pleased with the score and implored them to try to make a push right now, saying, "We don't have time, fellas. If we can't make a dent soon, I'll have to pull the plug." Pretty blunt, Kevin. Back to you.
Thanks, Doris. Well, Kevin Love, and we've kind of gone over some things in Minnesota with Greg, but Clark, Kevin Love probably wasn't long for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, it was time for fresh scenery, and that's why the Cavs offered up the house, including Wiggins, who eventually became Rookie of the Year, for the chance to get Love.
The Cavaliers leading by 10. Outside Shumpert. Screen by Smith. Outside Irving. Three-pointer. Randall grabs the board.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks. Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Irving. Kicks it out to Love. And another miss by Cleveland. Lakers trail by 10. 1:52 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Clarkson. And the rejection by Love. Smith against Bryant. Here's Irving. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. James is checked in. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Larry Nance. The Lakers weren't very good at all last season, Clark, and they just didn't have any teeth in their road games.
Well, you know, they shot threes on the road well, Kevin. Top percentage in the league, as a matter of fact. Still, they just couldn't hold on to leads.
Now, here's Bryant, Randall. The shot is off. Good D by Love. They can take their time on this possession.
You know, guys, that wouldn't be a bad idea. I mean, it gives themselves a little break, too.
Catch their breath, you're right. Irving against Randall. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got his 4th rebound in this one. Kobe kicks to Russell. And the pass to Clarkson. And the 3 ball is good.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
Cleveland leading by 10.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Cleveland.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Shot quality and better overall shooting.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Irving. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Los Angeles on D, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. It's a pick by Love. Outside Irving. Thompson with the bucket. Thompson's got the lead up to 14 now for the Cavs.
That one will seal the deal there. They've exploded here at the end.
Boy, I love the serious killer instinct they've shown. Finishing strong.
And here is James. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
They certainly put on a good show here at home, and I think they felt they had the edge and that extra little bit of confidence.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, you are in the midst of yet another great season, posting tremendous individual numbers and the team with an outstanding record. Is this the type of season that you set out to achieve right from the get-go?
I just wanted to play well. You know, this whole season, you know, I got back to what I know I'm capable of doing, and that's having fun with this game, and you know, just believing in myself and my teammates. So I'm happy to be in a good place.
Thank you for the time, sir. Guys, back to you.
Doris, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. We'll see you later.
The 2K Sports Postgame Show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving. He notched his season high, and his scoring really seemed to set the tempo for his team tonight.
There's no doubt about it. This guy is a leader. He was in attack mode all night, calling for it and delivering in some big, big plays and basket. His point total shows everything that I'm talking about. The defense was like, what am I going to do? And he was like, nothing, because I'm toying with you.
Kyrie, I mean, you know, this dude is a composed, mature leader. Along with all that mental strength, he's got such an incredible feel for the game. He runs the floor, he passes beautifully, and he can shoot from lights out from anywhere on the court.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.